It's your boy MC from MCTV. We're going to be talking about the Bomb Squad. We're going to be talking about Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. This is Ricky Hatton right here. And, it is what it is. They're out here promoting Fury and Joshua. This is what they wanted. So let's let them have it. And when I say let's let them have it, let's let them have this whack ass shit. And the reason why I say it's whack is this is a freaking pandemic, and they acting like this is gonna be the biggest fight out there. We all know this fight isn't as big as they're hyping it up to be, but let them have it. It's their slice of the pie. It's their cake that they put the icing on. Let them have it. We don't really need it because when this thing is over, like some other channels are saying, their pockets are gonna be hurting very, very deeply. There's not much money to be made off of Fury's name. But let's get into the meat and bones of this, though. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. So we're letting them have it, right? Wilder is still winning. It's reported that he's getting up to $32 million or more. He's also could potentially be getting the WBC title. And on top of all of that, he still gets a chance to fight the winner of Fury and Joshua. Now, another interesting thing to just throw into the middle of this Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is that there's footage and recordings of Anthony Joshua already being aware of Tyson Fury's tactics on cheating. So Anthony Joshua going into this fight with Tyson Fury is very aware of the cheating that's already taken place. He knows that, to paraphrase a little bit, that the culture uses dirty tactics. So Anthony Joshua is no joke. He's a big fella. He's gotten better over the years since he lost to Andy Ruiz, the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. And they had their rematch, ironically, and he avenged himself and redeemed his title through a rematch. You know what I'm saying? I think they had a clause in there, and he enacted his own clause to get his title back. Ironically enough. No slight to Anthony Joshua. He took his loss like a man the first time around, and he just wasn't right that night. He wasn't ready. He was the weaker man that night. And that's how, there was no cheating involved. The cool thing about Andy Ruiz, not to get super off topic, he didn't cheat at all. And this isn't off topic. Andy Ruiz, he won that fight fair and square through natural talent and ability. So you really got to hand it and salute to Andy Ruiz for doing what he did to Anthony Joshua. Now, back to, Fury and Joshua. Here you have Ricky Hatton and the likes of him, like Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn. Many of those types of guys that are going to be on fire promoting this fight. There you go. Here's Eddie Hearn right here. Well, I guess that's Joe Calzaghe. He looks like Eddie Hearn from this. Like this video if you think this guy looks like Eddie Hearn from this frame right here. But, yeah, I tell you, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, it's definitely going to be something to look at, but it's definitely something that, I wouldn't pay for. I'm not going to encourage y'all to look at it through a stream, but by any means, watch this fight and definitely don't pay for that shit. But my whole point about it is this, in America, how much do y'all think this fight is really going to sell when it comes to Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua? It'll sell 50,000 pay-per-view buys, but does a network really want 50,000 pay-per-view buys? I honestly don't think that they want to deal with that. They want the tune of 100K or more. On the weekend, pay-per-view buys are 500K or more, is like the average. If you can get around 500K, that's a pretty solid number, but it's definitely not the best, But, for real, though, Deontay Wilder, he's definitely winning. Like I said, $32 million purse. It's not for 100% for sure. Mediation is still going on. But when you break this whole entire thing down, and how the judge and how all these different narratives are coming out and how the judge, is moving in this case, you never really know what's truly going on, if the judge is in on it, if the conspiracy goes that deep. Obviously we know the WBC establishment has been covering up for Tyson Fury, and they've been protecting him and controlling the narrative for a very long time through the talking heads. It's something that I've noticed, and I know a lot of the rest of the LDBC has been very keen to and aware of. But yeah, despite them changing this narrative and us letting them have this fight with Anthony Joshua, we're gonna see what happens in that ring. Like I said, Joshua's pretty big. Tyson Fury, his stature is a humongous stature. You know, is he gonna come in there off a human growth hormone? I mean, is he gonna have an androlone in his system? And I don't believe AJ's on any type of steroids. I'm pretty sure he's taken them in his past. But what's the PED testing looking like for this fight? When's the final date set? They say it's official, but we need to hear some numbers and some dates. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, we need to also figure out what the hell is truly going on with this mediation. We need to hear exactly what the judge is saying, in this mediation. What has the judge said? Not what Tyson Fury's fans are saying and what, people of leverage are saying with a lot of subscribers or that are looked at with, a lot of clout in the boxing game. We can't just listen to them. We got to really see what the hell is truly going on, amongst all of this. Because this other channel I was listening to they said way back when, which I was aware of, they were promoting this AJ Fury fight while Deontay Wilder was trying to get that rematch that he was completely entitled to via the contract. But Anthony Joshua, don't be a puppet for the establishment. I'm not trying to tell you to take one for the team, but in a way, don't be afraid to make a sacrifice. Don't go in there, with that weak mindset. Understand who the hell you're dealing with. You're dealing with a full-blown cheater. He will put metal in his gloves. He will pay people off to poison your freaking water. They will do what they did to Bob Marley to your ass. They will put a pin in your freaking shoe and give you cancer. And that's the way they'll get you out of here. They'll do some slick ass shit like that. They'll do what they did to fucking, what's his name? Martin Luther King. They'll have the doctor suffocate you with a pillow. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to the nitty gritty of this shit? That's how they fucking operate around here. I'm done talking. Subscribe to MCTV.